Hi YouTube, I'm Aiman. Welcome back to one of my auto repair videos. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take out the steering column from a 2003 to 2007 Honda Accord. Now this is our first time taking this out, so as we're going along, we're going to show you, just give you a rough idea of how to take the steering column out. Alright, so before we get started, I just want to say that you don't have to take the steering wheel apart. Like as you can see here, we don't have the ignition switch on or anything. You don't have to take those off. You don't even have to take the steering wheel off, but since we're taking apart this car, we took it off anyway. But you do have to take off the neck cover. Now we have a few videos on covering on how to take apart all these different parts. So if you need to, go check those out. I'll link them down in the description below, and I'll see you there. But let's get right to it. So first off, I'll just set this aside for now. We're going to be taking off this bottom panel, the kick panel. Now I'm going to take it off so I can show you what we have to look out for. So we're going to pry it out right now. So looking at the panel itself, there's one screw hole right here, so you have to take that one screw out. Now looking at the notches, it looks like there's 7 in total that go in these 7 holes, and there's one down there, and at least 7 notches. I mean, I'm not sure if there's any others. Now below this panel seems to be another kick panel, and it looks like it's a pry. This one, it looks like we pry it out, but we'll tell you when we pry it out. Okay, so it definitely is to take it out, you have to pry it out. So we have 3 notches, and I think that's it. I think this is like a positioning knob, you know, for alignment. So let's take a look under and see what we got going on. So in order to take out the steering column, alright, so if we look down here, we can pull off this cover, and we can see that there are 2 bolts that I have to take out, one here and one here. Now looking back up here, I got a cramp in my hip. There are 4 bolts we need to take out. There's this one right here, this one right here, and on the other side there are another 2 that are in the same position, 1 and 2. So 4 bolts on the top here. And finally, there is some wire management that you have to do, and all you have to do is you have to pull out these fasteners. So you might want to take a needle nose, or you can just squeeze them and push them out. You want to push down on them and take them out. Now there's one here, and this one also can be squeezed. You might have to finagle it, the pliers a bit, to get it in there, but once you do, you should be able to pull it down. Sorry if you can't see this, it's a bit hard to get a good angle. Alright, so that we got that one down. And this next one looks like a zip tie one, but we're just going to pry that one out. Oh, there are 2 of them. So let me see where you have to push. Alright. Sorry, it's a bit hard to get an angle in here. Alright, so we took out the fasteners using a pry bar. You can also use a pry bar as well. So we're going to take out the 4 bolts right now, and since the Milwaukee might not be strong enough, we're going to be using our impact driver right here. And I have an extender because we might not be able to reach the one in the back. So let's do it. Let me put that on. Wait, I should make sure it's facing the right way. Okay. Let's see if it works. I should hold it like this. Alright, so this is a nut, not a bolt. So as you can see, when you take out all 4, you might need to hold on to it. Maybe the 2 in the back might not be enough support for it. Let's see. Maybe this will fit. You might have to angle this in order to reach the nuts in the front, so that because when it's like this, you can't reach this bolt. All right. So that aside, we're gonna take out the back bolts or nuts. I'm not sure yet. All right. So this one's actually a bolt instead of a nut. Oh wait, yeah, it has a washer on it. Set that aside, and all right. So as you see, I held onto it, which is a smart idea because this definitely does come down. So we can let that settle for now because it rests on this. And now we can take off the steering wheel and the 2 bolts in the back. Let me test which number they are. They might be a 10 or a 12. I'm guessing it's a 10. Oh yeah, by the way, these bolts are number 12. So these ones are alright, so we're going to take out the bolts now. Alright, so I think this is a good angle. Alright, so we had to use a wobbler because it doesn't look like we have good enough angle or clearance to take it out. So now we have it on. Alright, make sure it's on the bolt first before you dry it. Alright. Okay, so this is not a, it's not a bolt, it's actually a nut. So that's what the nut looks like. And now we're going to take the other one out. This one should be a bit harder, a bit easier to get to. Alright. So it looks like we finally got it out. So we have both nuts out. So I guess now we should be able to take it out. Let me just check for any wires. Because you always got to make sure that you check for wires. Okay, so I think we can just slide it out now. So let's try. Might have to angle the thing down. And that's what the steering column or shaft looks like. That's pretty cool. Whew. It's a bit greasy too, so be mindful of that. Alright, so by the way, when you take everything off, you're going to want to take off this front part that we had to take off the two nuts. It's long so that it's adjustable. And that's it. I'm Aiman, and thanks for watching. I just showed you how to remove a steering column or shaft from a 2003-2007 Honda Accord. And it's actually pretty cool though. When I pulled it out, I actually really like doing this. Now, I'm doing a lot of videos on taking apart this car because as you can see, we are completely dismantling it. And the next step is actually probably taking off the brake pedals. So feel free to check out those videos and I'll see you there. Let me put this down for now. And signing out. Peace.